was that night, already up 7-0. We're going to have a little play fake. We're going to go to Calvin Ridley. All right. So Matt Ryan is beating Tom Brady by a lot. And I think there's a Lady Gaga halftime show, and Kyle Shanahan doesn't run the ball, and he loses his backpack and all kinds of hijinks. Look out, though. Here we go. This is just a little package of what the Falcons were doing to Brady early. They had 60 yards in the first half. I'm talking not Brady passing. I'm talking 60 total, fam. Tampa missing wide open guys, getting sacked, hitting himself in the head. You're not supposed to do that in this era of football, Tom. Third quarter, though. 24-7 Atlanta. All right, Chris Godwin, 24-7. Is that going to be printed on new T-shirts with the Fox scorebug that used to say 28-3? I hope not. But Fournette, who is starting now because Rojo was out, it's 24-21. Please, for the love of God, Kyle Shanahan, run the ball. No, he's gone. He's in San Francisco now. Now we got Raheem Morris. 24-24. 3rd and 6. Boom. Devin White came on the show last week, was incredible. He had 3 sacks in the 4th quarter. What? He went ballistic, and now 27-24 Atlanta. We have a sighting, and it's Mr. Big Chaz, business is booming, yada, yada. Well, I don't know about all that, but this was a good old-fashioned deep shot to Antonio Brown. Might as well have been Roethlisberger. Touchdown, Brady to Brown. They're best friends inexplicably. Are they making it work? They win. And Brady shaking everyone's hand in the damn stadium. The equipment manager, the backups, the special teamers, he's come a long way. Have the Bucs, we'll get into it, 31-27. Afterwards, Jane Slater caught up with Antonio Brown, who had that giant smile and saying everything is blessed and he's so fortunate. He was in that mode. Take it away, Jane.
All right, AB, another slow start for this Bucs team. You guys don't like to make this the easy route. What was said in the second half that helped you guys put up more yards on that first drive than you had that full first half?
I think we all took responsibility. Each man accountable to a man. Just took the responsibility to be a band of brothers and dig within ourselves and go out and do what we want. We want to win. We want to be the best. We want to win championships. So I think we dug deep, came together as a team, and got it done.
So the Bucs sit in the 6th seed. They're in good position for a wild card after beating the Falcons. I'm going to help everybody watching. Thank you for choosing us here this morning. I'll tell you what needs to happen here. The Bucs can clinch a playoff spot with a win over the Lions. That's next week. Or if the Bears lose to the Jaguars. That is what you are rooting for, what you want to happen for this playoff picture to secure itself. Now, Schrags, I feel like maybe we should throw away crazy comebacks that come against the Falcons at this point. Everybody is doing it. What'd you make of Tampa Bay's?
I loved it. I thought that they showed fight and some spirit and some heart and something that we haven't seen from them really in this whole season, where they're down in one of these games and they come roaring back. But Kyle mentioned it in the highlight. As much as we talk about Brady and the offense and all the stars they have, the best player on the field was number 45 when it mattered most. We had him on the show on Friday, and Devin White was a character. High energy, high confidence. When you needed him most, he was the one who showed up and got these stops because Atlanta was marching right down the field. Devin White had 3 sacks in the 4th quarter alone, and I'm not talking about sacks in a tie game. Sacks when the Falcons could have been just handing the ball off or could have been in field goal position and put this game away. Devin White's 4th quarter was amazing, but his whole game was so good. To me, this was the best individual defensive performance of the entire weekend. 12 tackles, 3 sacks, nice. 4 tackles for a loss. All 3 of those sacks coming in the 4th quarter. They needed a hero. They got one, and it was in the form of number 45, I think, Devin White, because in the playoffs, they're going to need that defense too. And after the first half, when they give up all those points, I was wondering if this defense was ready for January football.
Well, Schrags, you know what they say. You come on the show, you find your flow, and he definitely was flowing. For me, it was about that comeback, you know, and it's about a team facing adversity and showing that they can band together, like Antonio Brown said. And you know what else was impressive as we're watching the ball being thrown to Mike Evans? He was thrown to 7 times and caught 6 of them for over 100 yards. That's efficient. Antonio Brown was targeted 7 times, caught 5 balls. That's efficient. And it went down the list. Early in the season, you would see high targets, and the catches, they weren't adding up. The game wasn't efficiently played from an offensive perspective, and I'm just speaking as a wide receiver, that's when I knew that they still had work to do. When Tom Brady was trying to force the ball down to Antonio and the wide receivers were disjointed in certain games, it wasn't like that in this one. So more than them not having a run game of 150 yards, they didn't need that. All they needed to do was move the ball down the field and not force the ball to certain players, and the offense worked, and it was a big comeback for the Bucs.
It was, but I just have this question. I feel like I've had it for months. What the hell is this team? I can't get a handle on them. I can't. I don't know how to define them. They were getting crushed in this game. They looked miserable. And then they just snap their fingers and they're incredible. The throw to Antonio was like a nice tall glass of water if you're a Bucs fan, because you've been parched, spitting dust, trying to figure out, like, are we good? Are we great? Antonio looked good and everything with Brady, but like right now, I would say we're almost to the playoffs. Would you pick the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with confidence in a playoff game right now against anyone? New Orleans, definitely not. Seattle, I would even say, if they get the NFC East winner, would you pick them with confidence? Even if they get the Packers, who they crushed, would you pick them? Even if they get the Rams, who just lost to the bleeping New York Jets, would you still say, yeah, the Bucs have got them? I can't get a handle on them. They're so hot and cold and up and down and in, and I can't figure it out. So they had a great record, and they're going to the playoffs, and they got some great players. But they could lose by 30 points on the wild card or win. I cannot figure them out, and it's almost Christmas. So somebody please help me. Tweet the show. I got nothing.
I think Tom is just saying to himself, let me beat the Lions next week, and then boom, I'm in this thing, and I'll figure it out when I get there. By the way, and we'll talk about the AFC East in a bit, I'm sure he's feeling some kind of way about the Patriots being eliminated from playoff contention. He, of course, looking at the playoffs in his future, and he What a week of football action. A doubleheader on Saturday. So many things happened just yesterday. This is Good Morning Football presented to you by Intuit QuickBooks on a Monday. The Bills clinched the AFC East for the first time since 1995. The Patriots are out of the playoffs. The Jets won a game, but the coolest thing I saw all weekend was Nate Burleson in that big chair on NFL Today. Great job, Nate.
Thank you, Kay. I appreciate it. Excited for today. We had some good games yesterday.
Yeah, could the Browns get double-digit wins, Kyle?
Yeah, I think we're there. With respect to Nate in the chair, I thought it was pretty cool what Baker Mayfield did last night. Let's go to the Garden State of New Jersey, New York Giants. So we saw the Washington lost and Philly lost. Could the Giants win? Hold on, down 3-0 early. Baker looking on a 3rd and goal. We got Hooper hanging with Mr. Hooper. That is Austin Hooper. Browns go up 7-3. The Giants in the red zone were so weird. I mean, really, were Joe Judge just going to go for it? Or wait, look at the hijinks. We're going to scramble, and we're going to have punter Riley Dixon, who maybe is familiar with fakes, as we heard, is going to throw into the triple coverage to Nick Gates. Anytime you can have the punter throw into 5 defenders to the center, you have to do it, I guess. That could have been Antonio Gates, and that wouldn't have worked.
Dixon to Gates.
7-3. They're going for it again. Wayne Goldman. No. Now remember, Freddie Kitchens is calling them plays because Jason Garrett got on the COVID list and he used to coach the Browns and it was all kinds of things. Sad Daniel Jones is sad. Now, still 7-3, Baker Mayfield, and Njoku takes a big hit. And Njoku's been playing lately. He's getting fired up. He's an emotional player. It's fun to watch, just like Baker. 2nd and goal. Roll him out. Look how open Njoku is thrown to him. No, I'm going to make it harder. Jarvis Landry with the touchdown. Bless him. I don't think he said bless on there. He said some things he shouldn't have said because he was flagged. And then Cody Parkey missed the extra point. Cody Parkey will be on the Today Show this morning talking about it. 3rd quarter, same score. Browns ball. 1st and 10 at the Giants 38. 13-3. Look at Baker again. Bless him again. That is Jarvis. Bless him was very big 2019. It was a cool thing to say. And then Chubb. He gets in the end zone. 20-6. The Browns, again, sad Daniel Jones is sad. 20-6, the Browns. Check this out. Baker, keep clapping, buddy. You deserved it. You have a 10 next to the team name, 10-4. Baker talked afterwards. He's just hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride trying to win the AFC.
It goes back to, laying down the foundation of this team. Resilience is one of the things we wanted to do. And, yeah, every once in a while, stuff's not going to go your way. You're going to get knocked back, and you got to creep back in and be able to overcome those penalties. We just have to, stay in there and realize that as long as we don't go chasing waterfalls, we're going to be in the game. Yeah, we don't want no scrubs. I mean, we got some dogs outside, so